Welcome to a new session on Library and Information Science. Library as a system. A system is a set of interacting or interdependent components forming an integrated all or a set of elements often called components and relationships which are different from relationships of the set or its elements into other elements or sets. The concept of system was originated from systems theory. The systems theory was originated from physical science and slowly it gained significance in all fields of knowledge. The physical scientist referred any mechanical device as a system, and later it has been increasingly applied by sociologists, economists and management scientists. The general system theory provides a basic framework for modern organizational theory. Chester Bernard was the first management scientist who introduced this concept in the organizational theory. According to him, an organization could be viewed as a system because a big organization consists of various divisions which coordinate with each other to achieve overall goals and adjust to the economical, social and other environmental factors for its survival. Definitions. According to E.W. Martin, a system is an assemblage or combination of things or parts forming a complex whole. Types of systems. Ludwig von Bertalanffy, the father of general system theory, classified systems into two. They are open system and closed system. Open system. It is a system which interacts with the environment to adapt the changes. Closed systems. Closed systems have rigid boundaries which do not allow the system to interact with the outside environment. Elements of system. Input. Input is what data the system receives to produce a certain output. Output. What goes out from the system after being processed is known as output. Processing. The process involved to transform input into output is known as processing. Control. In order to get the desired results, it is essential to monitor and control the input, processing and the output of the system. Feedback. The output is checked with the desired standards of the output set and the necessary steps are taken for achieving the output as per the standards. This process is called as feedback. Boundaries. The boundaries are nothing but the limit of the system. Setting up boundaries helps for better concentration of the activities carried in the system. Environment. The things outside the boundary of the system are known as environment. Change in the environment affect the working of the system. Interfaces. The interconnections and the interaction between the subsystem is known as the interfaces. Example of a system. University is a good example of a system. Even though university itself is a system, it is also one of the subsystem of all education system. The main objective of a university is to provide high quality, comprehensive educational and training opportunities that are compatible to changing needs of the students. There are a number of subsystems for the university system. Some of the important subsystems of the university are administration, teaching departments, library, research and development, examination, recruitment, etc. Each of these subsystems has its own objective. For example, objective of the recruitment subsystem is to make available the qualified and competing personnel to the university. The objective of examination subsystem is to conduct university examination smoothly, declare result, issue mark list, etc. As and when any problem occur to the examination subsystem, it will naturally affect the objective of university system. Library as a system. Library can be identified as a complex system. Various interrelated subsystems that constitute the library system. The subsystems of the library system are acquisition subsystem, serials control subsystem, circulation subsystem, technical subsystem, reference subsystem, maintenance subsystem, reprographic subsystem, and administration. These subsystems are not only interrelated but also they are interdependent. Because of this interdependence among them, a change in any one component may affect the functioning of the whole system. The objective of the whole library system is to provide right information to right users at right time in right possible way. Let us familiarize each of these subsystems. Acquisition section subsystem. Acquisition section in the library is a subsystem of library system. This section is responsible for the selection and purchase of materials or resources. The department may select vendors, negotiate consortium, pricing, arrange for standing orders and select individual titles or resources. The acquisition work consists of the following steps: formulating a book selection policy, selecting the resource for the library, placing orders for the supply of selected items, receiving the resources, checking the physics of the items, accessioning them and passing the bill for payment. There are 8 different types of acquisition methods that are followed by libraries. They are: first one, firm orders. These are orders that are determined by name specifically. Second one, standing orders. These are open orders for all titles that fit a particular category or subject. Third one, approval plans. These are normally similar to standing orders, except they cover quite a few topic areas and are sent from the vendor, and the library is only charged for the specific titles that they accept into their collection. Under these circumstances, the library is free to return anything they do not wish to and add to their collections. Fourth one, blanket orders. These are largely a combination of both a firm order and an approval plan. Fifth one, subscriptions. These are generally utilized for journals, newspapers or other serials. Sixth one, leases. These are contracts that allow access to particular resources for a period of time. Leases are most commonly utilized with electronic resources such as databases, journals and web-based materials. Seventh one, gifts. In some cases, library may allow gifts that people give to the library. It is the job of the acquisitions department to determine whether or not the gift will be kept and incorporated into the library's collection. Eighth one, exchanges. These can be broken into 2 subcategories: exchange of unwanted duplicate or gift materials and the exchange of new materials between libraries. Book selection methods varies according with the types of libraries. Book selection in public library is not same in special and academic libraries. The targeted users of the public library is heterogeneous group. So, the collection should be well balanced to cater the needs of all groups of users. In the case of academic library, whether it is college or university library, the targeted users are academic community. So, the collection should be concentrating the needs of the academic community. In the case of special libraries, the users are scientists, researchers and specialists, so the collection should be relevant to these groups. Technical section subsystem. Classification and cataloging are the main two routines carried out in technical section. Classification is assigning some code numbers for the content of a document. The logic behind the classification is to make documents having similar contents in one place. Classification is done on the basis of some standards and classification schemes. Some of them are DDC, Dewey Decimal Classification, CC, colon classification, UDC, Universal Decimal Classification, Library of Congress Classification Scheme, Expansive Classification, etc. Among these, DDC is the popular classification system worldwide. In the case of international books, we need not to do classification work separately because it gives classification number in the title page of the book. Classification number of a specific document can be traced in the websites of OCLC and Library of Congress. OCLC is the present caretaker of DDC and the printing of hard copy of the scheme has been ceased with 23rd edition. Presently, it is available in online edition. Cataloging is the process of preparing library catalogs. Library catalog is the searching and locating tool. It contains bibliographic details of documents such as author, title, subject, publishers, accession number, etc. Cataloging is done on the basis of some standards. The prominent among them are CCC, Classified Cataloging Code, and AACR2, Anglo-American Cataloging Code 2. In the case of automated libraries, man-made catalog is not needed because it can be produced with the help of software and it can be printed. The conventional card catalogs have been changed with the advent of online public access catalog or PAC. Serial control subsystem or periodical section. This department is engaged with the periodicals. Periodical is a publication issued in successive parts at regular intervals. Periodicals are one of the prominent types of library collection. The work with the periodicals include subscribe periodicals, acquisition of current and back periodicals, receiving and recording periodicals, note the missing issues, sending reminder for non-received issues, renewal of periodicals, sending for binding, keeping bound volumes, keeping necessary records and statistics. Periodicals are selected by using periodical directories such as Ulrich International Periodical Directory, World List of Scientific Periodicals, etc., and bibliographies, reviews in journals, and catalogs of libraries. Periodicals can be acquired in any of the following methods: by subscription, by membership of societies, by gift, by donation, in exchange with home publication. Presently, there are e-journals and online journals. Various consortiums have collection of thousands of online journals are available today. Infinite Consortia of UGC is the best example for consortia. Circulation subsystem. Circulation section, especially circulation desk, is regarded as the busy section in the library. Majority of the users have to deal with staff of the circulation section. Therefore, the treatment of staff towards users have a great influence in making image of a library. A circulation section will carry out the following functions: vigilance at entrance and exit, registration of members, renewal and cancellation of membership, issue, return and renewal of documents, charging of overdues, issue reminder for overdue books, reservation of book, work relating to books lost or damaged, maintenance of records, maintenance of statistics. Issue and return or charging and discharging is the main function of the circulation section. There are various types of charging systems. They are register system, Newark charging system, Brownie charging system and computerized charging system. Presently, some libraries have implemented RFID technology in the library and started self-service for issuing the books. Reference subsystem. Reference section in a library is the center of all activities. It is the place where the library staff and the users come into an intellectual contact. The kinds of reference services being performed would vary from library to library. The services being rendered would depend upon the following factors: local situation, local tradition, kinds of traditions, kinds of users, size of library, resources of the library. The reference services given by the library are provision of general information, provision of specific information, assistance in locating a document, assistance in using information resources. Reference service is the most intense kind of personal service which attempts bringing together the user and the document in a personal way. The nature of reference service varies from one type of library to another type of library. In the case of public libraries, it is expected to perform the functions of providing for recreation, information, inspiration and education. So, the reference queries will be such types. The reference librarian should be capable to cater their needs. In the case of special libraries, it is focused for a specific discipline or a particular form of document. Here, reference librarian should also be an expert in that particular field. In the case of academic libraries, reference staff should be capable to give reference service to the academic community. Maintenance subsystem. Maintenance section is one of the important sections of library. This is also called stack room section. Here the books are arranged on shelves and maintained for use of readers. The jobs that are carried out in the section are arrangement of books on the shelves, maintenance of gates, rectification of books, stock verification, withdrawal, weeding, preservation, binding and repair, etc. The books are arranged in this section according to the class number of the document. Two types of methods are maintained in this section for keeping books. They are open access system and closed access system. In the open access system, the shelves are kept open for users. Here, user can come and collect books of their choice. According to the closed access system, the shelves are closed and users are not allowed to access the books as in the open access system. Relationship with other sections. This section is organically related with various other sections of the library. It receives books from the technical section. It also sends back books to processing section for reclassification if needed, label writing if labels are lost, etc. It is related with circulation section to which it sends and gets back the book. Reprographic subsystem. Reprography is the process of photocopying as well as duplicating documents whereby One or more copies of the same size or in reduced or enlarged form are produced. Reprography plays an important role in the field of dissemination and communication of information. In the age of information explosion, the demand for reprographic service increased considerably. Reprographic services are one of the important services of libraries and information centers. Administration section. The administrative section of the library is an important wing to assist the establishment activities of the library. It can be treated as the headquarters of all sections of library. All types of correspondence of library are done by this section. It keeps and maintains the records pertaining to various budgetary provisions of the library like salary, expenditure and other matters pertaining to physical stock and infrastructure of the library. Let us summarize this session. The above discussed sections of the library are not independent and separate sections. They all are dependent and interrelated. Each section has its own special objectives and the all library systems has its own broad objectives. If any hindrance occur in any of the section, it will automatically affect the all objective of library systems because library is the best example for system concept. Here are some assignments for you to work out. Try to understand the functioning of library system. What do you mean by education systems? What are the subsystems of education? Here are some books for your further reference. Library Administration and Management, written by Krishna Kumar in the year 1994. Published by Vigas Publishing House Private Limited, New Delhi. Management of Library and Information Centers, written by P.S.G. Kumar in the year 2004. Published by B.R. Publishing Corporations, New Delhi. Thank you for watching this session. See you next time. Until then, bye.